Hello to all you Leos, welcome for your monthly horoscope for Leo for February of 2020. What is happening for the Leos? Well, there are some things happening. Let's start with one of my favorite aspects, which is Mars conjunct the South Node. Now, this is happening in a part of your chart that has to do with your health, that has to do with your day-to-day work, your sixth house. And Mars in the South Node, when you see that in a natal chart, for instance, it's about people who stand their ground. It's about people who know how to put healthy boundaries with other people. It's about people who don't need a lot to say what they, to do what they want to do, and to do that in an assertive way, not in an arrogant way, or not in letting all people walk all over them, being very in their power. And that is happening for you in the sixth house. So there can be two situations or both situations. First, on the health level, when you have been struggling with your health, of course, if you're not struggling with your health, it's not about that, but because these are general horoscopes. But if you've been struggling with health, this could be a time where you stand your ground, maybe with doctors, maybe with, how tough it is at times when, you have to, doctors are sometimes very much like this. Their way is the highway, and it's your body, right? And now you can be in this energy of, no, I'm going to have a certain opinion, or no, I'm not going to do that operation. Sorry, it's my body. That kind of energy, or yes, I'm going to do that operation no matter what, because I want it, and because this and that. So there is a lot of energy of taking your power when it comes to your health. And on another level, it can mean that you're going to start a regime or start a fitness trajectory or whatever it is to improve your health. It's a very good time for that, and you won't be having to need a lot of courage and because it's going to be there to initiate. Okay, so it's and this all happens, this Mars in Capricorn, as from the 17th of February and onwards. And it's gonna conjoin with that South Node at the very end of the month. So the South Node relates to karma and relates to other lives. So this is something that you've been building up in other lives, and now that you can use. So use it for the good. Use it to improve your health. Use it to stand your ground. Use it to center yourself again. It's an amazing time to do so with Mars there. To battle a disease. It's in its own sign of Capricorn, and do things by the book, do things step by step, because it's in an earth sign, it's in Capricorn, and you will have more chances of succeeding there. Another thing can be work, when it's not health, it can be work, it's the same energy. So it can be a time now where you say, look, to your boss or colleagues, this is how I feel about it, and I'm not going to make a lot of words or a lot of actions here. This is what I'm going to do, period. It's very strong, of course, when you are able to do that, and it's a very energetic thing that is happening. So when you've been doing things that you didn't want to do, or when you want to change jobs, or when you want to stop doing something, because that's also a very strong Mars action, doing something, not doing something. This is your chance here. This is your chance to say, look, I'm not going to do that anymore, but not in a passive aggressive way, like turning ill, for instance, because you hate this job. No, by saying, look, I've got another job, and I'm going to stop this one. That kind of energy. Very good energy for the Leos, for their health and for improving their, whatever it is, their day-to-day routines and their day-to-day life and their day-to-day work. What on another level? On another level, the sun in the first part of the month, first 2 weeks, is still in your seventh house of other people. So there should be some shiny people in your midst, and enjoy that. There is there is the light there. That is represented by other people. So sunny people, people who are full of life, and you are enjoying that. You will still attract this the first 2 weeks of the month. And then Mercury goes backwards in your 8th house, but also, and that will be in March then, for a part in your 7th house of relationships. So that shows Mercury is about communication, and it goes backwards on the 18th of February, and it goes direct again in your opposite sign in March on the 11th. So that shows there's going to be a lot of communication with close people, people that you're one-to-one communicating with. That could be clients, it could be business partners, it could be your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. And there's something that needs to be cleared out there. But it only will be cleared out after the 11th of March. But you will feel it already in February that there is stuff that needs to come up and needs to be talked. You need to talk about all these things. Mercury is also in your 8th house, so it's a very deep month for you Leos. It's when Mercury is in the 8th house going backwards, people start thinking a lot about, on a deep psychological level, about the biggest fears that they're having and how they can conquer them. And that is really, really strong. I've seen most times when people have a planet like Mercury or Mars in the 8th house, that are kind of, when those planets go direct again, so it's about a retrograde then, when it goes direct again, that they've gained new insights about their fears and about how they are wired in a psychological way. So it's a very good month to get to know yourself better as well. And then last but not least, which is also very nice for you Leos, because it's in a fellow fire sign, it's Venus in Aries. As from the 8th of February, this is enjoyable for you. This is the lightness of Venus, the planet of love, the planet of attraction, the planet of feeling good and enjoying yourself in the 9th house, which is different countries. You could fall in love with, if you're single for instance, you could fall in love whilst you're traveling or with someone from abroad. You could you could study something metaphysical and that you really, really enjoy. You could enjoy more all the cultural, doing something cultural for instance. You could enjoy more of maybe, yes, as well publishing. That's also the 9th house, and it's really, really energy that has to do with enjoying yourself in those areas that I just mentioned. So all in all, a nice month for you Leos, although it is a bit intense there with all that energy in your 8th house. But I think when you do it well, you can gain a lot of strength, and you're already a strong sign, aren't you? And so that is good. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your time. And if you want a reading, just get in touch. Bye-bye.